guys, Dan here from Your Guitar Academy, and welcome to this lesson where, as you can see from my wonderful band and I should say our wonderful band, it's not mine, we're going to be learning Johnny B. Goode intro part, and we did a version of it there. It was a little bit different in the kind of the final part of that, but you get the gist of the part, and as I always try and say, don't get too bogged down in the details. Realistically, as long as you understand how we're putting this together, and that's my job to teach you that, then you can make little bits here and there your own as you go through it. In fact, I would recommend doing that at all times. So I'm going to kind of go through the exact as I can get them. This is Chuck Berry. After all, I'm not Chuck Berry, but we're going to do our job to try and get it as close as possible. And then I'm going to explain to you kind of how it all works so that you can go away and make sure you can make it your own as well. So this riff is absolutely quintessential. Every guitar player needs to learn how to play it. It's all in the key of B flat blues. Okay, so we're very much in B flat here. We're using a combination of our B flat major pentatonic box 2 and our B flat minor box 1. And it's that kind of like bluesy crossover thing that really is at the heart of this opening riff, okay? And if you really want to know a bit more about that bluesy crossover and how that works and how you can use it in your playing properly, then head on over to our guitar club. The links will be below. We've got a fantastic Blues Essentials series that works you through all of that style so that you can really understand that. For now, let's get into the notes. So the opening little bit. Let's do that first, shall we? We're literally starting on the flat third. So I'm going to try and talk you through in terms of the note choices as well as the frets. But I'm essentially going from the 6th fret to the 7th fret, which is the flat third in the B flat, to the major third. That minor major crossover all starts there. Minor, flat third to major third, okay? So we're going to slide in. Then we're going to go up the major pentatonic box 2, 6th fret, 8th fret. Okay, so pretty much kind of major sound, just with that flat third to start it off, which gives it that bluesy tinge. Then I'm going to be doing my double sixes in these little triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Triplet, triplet, tripper, triplet, triplet, tripper. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, then I'm going to kind of go down this bit. So we're going to go double. What I'm going to do, what I love doing here, I don't know if he does this exactly on the original, but maybe just a single notes, but I would highly recommend trying to do it like this, is you do the double, keep the double on there, and grab the 9th fret. Okay, so this is really now moving into that minor pentatonic kind of look, but I also keep that high B flat note as well. Now you don't have to do that. You can easily go, you can go down it just with single notes, but it's just a really cool thing that I picked up and I really love, so I'm going to do it here. So we're literally going to go from the flat 7 to the 6 to the 5, so that in terms of frets that's 9, 8, 6. Try to keep that B flat on the top, but if not, it's going to sound really, really good. That might actually be what Chuck Berry does on the original. I just like the double sound. So again, how we try to like make it our own a little bit. And then we're going to come to this, again, that minor third to major third, but this time I'm also using the 5th in there. So I'm flattening this 6th fret on the G and the B string. Then I'm doing just the major third, and then I'm coming to the root note there, okay? So that first bit, nice and slowly. Okay, I'll do it even slower. Super good. It's all about getting that kind of groove in there. So how we feel 1, 2, 3, 1, really feeling our way through that section. Okay. Now the next bit goes like this. So let's just go through this part. So here we're basically just jamming initially. Imagine if it was a B flat power chord. That's all we're doing. We're just not doing the root note there. We're just doing the fifth and the root. Really cool sound. Just going to do all downstrokes on that. Again, triple it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Exactly the same as up here. But down here now. And then we're going to go, think about our pentatonic box 2, if you can. We're going to use those notes to go. So we're going to literally kind of move into this kind of sound. So I'm just going to play the second finger on the 7th fret and first finger on the 6th fret of the B and the G string. Just going to hit that twice. A little slide into that. Then I'm just going to grab the 8th fret on the B string and then come back to the 6th fret. Right? And then I'm going to go down the pentatonic box. That major pentatonic. Okay. So you get this. Which means that second section sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Again, everything is really downstroked. If you watch my right hand as I play through everything so far, it's all downstrokes. The reason why is that it's aggressive, so it has that kind of real high energy, aggressive tone that we want from this track, opening of this track. It needs to deliver the punch before any of the band comes in, as you could hear from the track. And we also use it to kind of help us really deliver the beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, you know, that kind of groove there. So it's delivering the beat by us constantly just moving that hand down alongside this part. So that's the kind of core intro bit. Then we move into the next part of the intro. So as the band comes in, we basically move from the 1 chord of the blues to the 4 chord. So as we hit this 4 chord and the band comes in now, which, you know, I'll go through all this in another Johnny B. Goode video, but this is just the intro. We're going to go like this. Really classic Chuck Berry kind of sound, and I'm going to talk you through how to do it. Again, it really is now based on that minor pentatonic. So this is a great sound over the 4 chord, over the 4 chord of the 12 bar, using the minor pentatonic from the root of the key, so in this case B flat. Sounds really good. We're really kind of highlighting that sound and bringing it into that more minor feel. And all I'm doing here is I'm bending up the 8th fret of the G string, a whole tone, all the way up. But crucially, I'm not going like this. You know, I'm just bending up and stopping the note. Just like that. Bend up, stop. And then as I stop it, I'm then going to grab the 6th fret on the B string. So this is the 5th in the key. Like that. So the first thing you want to practice there, guys, is just simply up, hit, without getting the kind of them blending in or getting a kind of... We don't want the bend to come down and up and down and all this stuff. We just want up, stop, hit. Okay? That's the first thing to practice, that little section there. And basically you just repeat that, and every now and again, as you want, sprinkle it in, rather than just a single 6, do a double 6. So like this. Okay? Every now and again you can sprinkle that in. Sometimes it's just a single note, sometimes double. And you can hear you can play around with that. Rhythmically, you've got ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. So there's a definite ending at the end of these couple of phrases, right? So ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. And then again, ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da. So we have this dum da dum da dum da dum da dum ba. Very clear rhythmical sound. So all you've got to do is match that with this lick and you're away. Okay, so let's just try everything up to that point so far. Sorry. And that takes us into the last part of the riff, okay? So for the very last part, we're going to go like this. Sorry. Okay, so let me just go through all those notes here. So this is my favorite bit, or one of my favorite bits of the whole track, because it's a really beautiful in and out between that kind of minor pentatonic and the major. So we're constantly kind of going in and out of that sound, and I think it just sounds absolutely, still to this day, I think this is a really cool sound. So what we do is we do the bend, and then we're going to go through 6, 9, 8, 6. So we've got, that's very much a minor note, that's from the major, and then this is from both. Then we're going to come back up to the 8, 6, 9, 8, 6. So we got, and then we're just going to do that classic 8, 6, 7. Okay, hammering on to the major third again, so we come back into that major. Okay, so let's just get that bit together. So we've got, okay, so that's almost the last part of the track, and then we do this. Okay, this is where on the recording with the band, I had a lot of fun. I kind of did a few different things each take, so you know, whatever came out. This is how I love to play this track, a little bit improvised. But yes, so this is the actual thing that Chuck Berry plays. So it's a really cool little rake. We're literally taking like a B flat major, you know, triad here, 3rd, 5th root, and we're just raking down it. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold the chord shape on, and I'm just going to drag down with my plectrum. It's kind of muted, it's reiki. Really cool technique if you've never done it before. I'm doing quite a bit of muting with my right hand as well as I drag through that. See how I'm leaning, you know, the palm of my hand on the strings to get that muted kind of rake sound. And I'm really highlighting, the key thing with any rake is the top note that you highlight. That needs to come through, the rest of them need to die off instantly. So it's a little rake. And then you come back through this idea of the 9th fret, 8th fret, 6th fret, and then I'm going to do that same thing again twice, 8, and then come down to the root note. So you get this. I'll do it again. Okay. So there's just a little pause between those last two licks. So like this. So we got. Okay. I'll do it slower. So let's just try and put that whole part together. I'll do it nice and slowly, a little bit of energy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Again. Okay, and now we'll do it more like speed. And there we have it. So that's the whole part for you. I really hope you enjoyed that particular lick. I mean, it's such a good riff. There's so much gold in that. And like anything you learn, I'd highly recommend learning it as, and then start to mess around with it, see what you like. Are there any licks that you can take out of that? Remember, if you haven't already checked out our How to Learn Licks course on the Guitar Club, the links will be below. Check all that out. As well as the blues stuff, because of course this is all entwined with the blues. But of course, if you go over to what I'm trying to say here is, if you go over to the Guitar Club, then you can find your own pathway of learning them, which is gonna, if you want to do the blues stuff, you can really highlight that and work through it and understand fully how all of this comes together. So for now, I'm gonna leave you with me and the band jamming this out, and I'll be back again to do the rest of this song.